Welcome back to the second part of this part of Deckgame episode 8.2. We got the same map, we got the same side. It's unfortunately only against a Sergeant Major, but given our recent troubles, it may be anything but an easy game. Although we should have an easier time given that we do have access to the CTC 85A, to 2A nows, and some overall stronger planes. The MiG-29 might not be stronger, but I find it more flavorful at least. And the SU-100 as well should make this quite more pleasant. So now we can actually go for Foxtrot, which last time proved to be the wrong decision. Not just because it didn't work out, but thinking about it, with our very, very weak tanks, not the best decision. Although VDV-90 are good, but then again they also come only in 20-point transports. So let's make good use of our CTCs. Let's get some SU-100s behind just for some cheap fire support. Some Bochung Su spam to go with it. This time around we are gonna start with AA, which also doubles as fire support, I should mention. Let's also get some recon for mid. Get like one of you carry an anti-GM, you carry a GM as well, as on top of the anti-air. Also get an MI1. Let's get another CV. Leaves us with 25 points. Let's just get the Type 80s back on this side, and we are good to go. We have 4 squads of Wochung, so we have 4 SU-100s, 4 specs, 2 CTCs, 4 IC-100s I already went over. We have a recon squad, we have an HQ-61A. We don't have a mortar yet, but we can hopefully get it as soon as we get the 40 points, which should be early enough, hopefully. ADGM mid, VDV mid, recon mid. Some stuff on the right. Okay, the MI1 should be able to spot early enough in case there's a push going on this side, in which case I will just reroute some units. And no Guru squad drop on the left this time around. I think we should be fine. Right, let's hope we don't get healer rushed, in which case it's not the worst. We don't have the worst units to deal with it. The issue I think would be the Type 80s to get in position fast enough, because they are relatively slow after all. But lots of cheap specs, especially Type 80s, that also on top of that have armor and basically it takes a lot of rocket pods to actually kill them. Let's get this mortar. We can allow these to be relatively close up to the front line, since they have so much armor, and basically stun any infantry squad with like the first salvo. That's a Tiger. It's a Gazelle, so we're playing against a Eurocore. Let's do get some base defense around. I did manage to break line of sight with the U, so that's good. So water. Make sure to unload you early enough. Maybe we can get you. Oh, you're not amphibious. Range. Water. That's a plane coming in. Peace run. That makes sense. I fucked up there. It's very defensive with the Tiger. This is Unspec. These sub-80s will be surprisingly good against the Tiger. Because they outrange it and just can keep it stun locked. Unload you because actually no, those are Milans, they're gonna miss. And the Tiger's gonna get stun locked. Let's get a supply truck for our AA and move you a bit up because we need some good ground here. Let's also get some supply trucks for our CTCs. Of course they killed it. I was gonna say they kind of struggled to actually kill it, but they still prevailed. And they can, if you have 2 or 3, most of the time they will at least get like 1 damage on 2 planes. And that is just enough to couple with like HQ61A to just finish them off. Let's get an MI1 since we don't have a lot of line of sight there. Oh, we don't have a lot of optics there, a lot of recon. So attack with the U. It's a LRM. Technically it could also be a Mars, but probably an LRM. It is a Mars, okay. Get you out through the open since you're slower in the forest. Vehicles are slower in the forest, which makes evading out in the open a lot easier. Surprised they killed it, but they only have 2 top armor and they were both damaged. So not the most unlikely thing. You're getting spotted. It's actually fine by me, he doesn't seem to have any fire support. Tempting for with our SU-100s. Actually, we should not cross the open because then they can't actually shoot at the Milans. Oh, they might be out of ammo actually. Or maybe he turned them off. Let's split you up, let's get you back. I don't want... You're actually crucially the only recon I have there. Let's get some more recon up. Let's get another one of you here. Attack move you. He's Ryan, okay. Definitely need to move you up a bit further. Get you up. Oh. Okay. Get you back. Hopefully you can survive. Very nice. Let's just move you in there. Let's get a hind. He has a Crotal, but he did move it up. Oh, very nice snipe. We also can get our hind here. Get some stuff with it done. Get some Gong Bob Young. And start pushing. Deckgame in a Mother one, that's interesting. You don't see that all too often. But I myself used it too. Started using it again. That is weird smoke. Was it against the BMD2 or does he want to push there? Where is our MI1? Let's get this MI1 here. The cannon. The main issue of the stuff with Deckgame is that they are even weaker to fire support than other squads because of course with only 5 HP they die very fast, and the problem with that is very often you want your infantry to tank for your IVs, like is here the mother ones, so they can deal the damage, and your infantry tanks so that your fire support doesn't get killed by the enemy infantry. Of course the issue arises, or the issue that comes with it, is if your infantry has only 5 HP. Oh, that's an... okay. Okay, I see. Okay. I see 100 as ECR you also don't see very often. At least in 1 versus 1 decks. Oh, I thought it was shooting at the ECR and the ECR was already up there and I was like, the Spag still has the range, but no, it's shooting at the Panther. Okay, we still have... Did I kill the Crotal there? Or is it still in there somewhere? Nicely done, BMT2. Actually no, we can't keep you turned on, honestly. A bit further to the edge, maybe... Yeah, we can still see you, that's very good. What happened to the other Gongbop Young squad? Did I just suicide it in there? Oh no, the other PB came with the Young noch Day. Or whatever. It's the proper way to pronounce that. Let's get ACV. And let's get some more infantry. Can also move you up a bit. CTCs, you can start shooting and smoke this off. He does have a peace run, so maybe I should shoot and back. Shoot and back. Oh, they're far. Okay, I should stop shooting. I didn't realize it. Well, get invisible, start getting invisible. Okay. He will mortar this now, though. Possibly. There's a peace run. That's why I was shooting and scooting. ETR. Oh, I was a bit too slow. Ah, well done by him. Well done, well done. Maybe I should get an ASF. Nicely done. Oh, it's only 120. For some reason I was under the impression it's like 130. It's the Mars again. Okay, CTCs should be safe though. Okay, that's... Okay, I must have killed a Crotal. There's no way I can't spot it here. And let's get some more specs. Let's have you circle around. Let's attack with you. There's the tiger. We're gonna dive the tiger. Oh no, 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 please keep going. There's a Crotal. Good, there's an AMX-10 on there that I can't spot. Can I get like a bit closer to the right here? Still can't spot it, huh? These panthers surely are annoying. Alright, I have 2 spanks here. And this... Let's get you closer to the edge here. Sure. Let's get another one of you, because the peace run will be ready any second now. There it is. Oh, that's actually the ECR. Oh, if we can kill it, I'm happy too. Nope. Oh, you're out of ammo. How can those Milan? How are these Milans still alive? How are they still? And there's the peace run. How are these? Oh my god! This AMX-10, dude. How is that one also still alive? Thank you. Holy shit, dude. Can't believe I'm having such a hard time attacking this. I'm gonna just keep firing there, honestly. I had enough of this shit. Okay, it's only 32%, but still. supplies. And he killed so much of my supply as well. Can you please hit this man MAN cat 1? Like the third shot. I know you had like only 36 and not 242% chance shots, but to hit at least one of that is still quite. He's firing position me, I think. Thank you. Yeah. Job with you a bit. Still have those hinds, but I like the Crotal there. I should get like an. I can spot it now. That's yeah, sure. Why don't I fucking cluster it? You're not even hovering. High altitude. Don't play like I play in here. Do as I say, don't do as I do. It's pretty far back. Yeah, hopefully he can't spot back there. They are in the open, but I don't care. Honestly, it's with you in there. What's this? It's 2 Crotals. He has 2 Crotals. Okay. At least I killed one. It's not a good trade by any means, but at least I killed one. And he has a VDAA now. Like there. Water is just a spam. Oh shit. Okay, it wasn't a smart idea. Maybe we should get like an SC25K or something. It does have 2 front armor. There's a piece, right? Is he really going for my SC100s? I can't punish him because my planes are too far away. Fine, I'll get a new one. You're out of ammo, huh? Smoke and then move up. Okay, he has the Crotals back there, so I think I should be able to get something out of this hind here. Just turn you off for now. It's off as well. I'm ticking though, so. Oh, rip my plane. It's too late to evac, so I might as well commit. I killed him. Good trade on my part. You're not in the forest anymore? No, you are. But you're spotted because you fired with your RPG, of course. Good map, good awareness by him to see that my crew killed his Vab. Let's get like some of you there. And I think some CC9 would also do great here. Sure. My only ASF, and I don't want to use the missiles like that right now, but carry you, fill you up. CCR. This is not a peace run, it's KWS. And I hit him. That's good. Obviously didn't kill him, but I hit him. So we won't see him in a while. For a while. Let's see if we can help out there with the hind. I should repair that infantry and I should just get more infantry. Get some of you. The ATGM could be useful as well. Let's push up with you. You out again. You're even winning against CMG. Keep you circling over there, so maybe we can bait the KWS. But you have to be careful that we're not in range of the AIM-120s while he can stay out of range of my HQ. Oh, he's motoring it. I know he's gonna help with the Panther. Oh, nice. And there we go again. Same thing again. 9 damage by the HQ-61, 1 damage by the Type 80s. It just works. I know I'm gonna sound like Todd Howard, but did I just fly into an explosion of a mortar? I think I did. And I killed a peace run as well. Collective malfunction, amazing. I'm gonna lose to the cannon. Because I think I got hit by one AIM-9 and then I got panicked by a mortar strike. It's actually hilarious. But honestly, it's actually cool that stuff like that can happen in Wargame. That the interactions work like that. That it may sound like, on the one hand it might make sense, but like I feel like many other games where you can just, let's say, fire, quote unquote, fire precision somewhere on the ground, you know, other RTSs might not at all take into consideration what happens if a helicopter flies over it. You know, as much as Wargame has like weird inconsistencies, etc., etc., but like the groundworks behind it, still just amazing how interactions like that can happen. That makes it even more of a shame. In kind of like what a state this game is. It's not like unplayable by any means, obviously, but it's less at how bad it is. It's more like how much better it could have been, which without like a shit ton of changes. How is my CDC so low? Oh no, it's the recon score. I did manage to finish up, very nice. Kratal got panicked, I assume by all those hits that next to the tank there. Spec. And 12% accuracy isn't very good, but you also have to see it deals 2 damage with the direct hit. And as you see, even if it doesn't, it just panics very quickly, which is so nice about this spec. And you have to, it's like 25 points with that range. You get 2 of that for the price of like a Gepard, where you're saying, sure, a Gepard has much more killing power, but does a Gepard have 6 front armor and insta-stuns basically anything? No, it takes a bit longer to stun actually. And the 6 front armor makes it usable against ground units as well. It's not radar, and one of the, maybe even the most important thing, it's on 2 different units. It gives you actually so much more range against helicopters. Flexibility. It's such a great unit. It's truly amazing. And you might look at it at first glance and just dismiss it, but it is great. It is really, really great. Not my MI1. But we're gonna do some stuff in Anna. I think now we basically broke him here. I should not have had such a hard time pushing mid, but I did. Duh. Did I resupply you? Okay, good. That's actually good. He still has to. Let's push up a bit further with the CTC because the Mars and LRM, they have an issue with the minimum range that he has to drive like back into this area to actually shoot into here. So meaning that the closer I get to his spawn, the harder it is for him to actually use his Mars like that. Let's push up here and see what's going on. And being this close means that oh, he can spot them? Okay, he has recon somewhere here or here, which is not surprising, but I was hoping that maybe I could sneak them up. That a side shot, it was a side shot, and a second one. Very nice. Very, very nice. VDA, Panther with the CV. Yep. Probably moving into the building there. As nice as helicopter transports are for UCV, this is like one of their biggest disadvantages. It's just how visible it is. And basically giving away your position of the CV. Of course you can move it, but it also just gives away, oh, it's an infantry CV. And given that I know where it's unloaded and that I know how long it wasn't capped, Anna, I know it's probably gonna be in these buildings or maybe like in this forest area here. And then of course there's the issue that if I spot this in the opener, if I have like a Helo Hunter in the opener on, let's say, highway, and you fly your Heliborn CV into the second spawn or something, I can just intercept it and maybe even kill it. But then again, of course, it gives you so much mobility. It gives you that Panther, which can be nice to, which can be very, very useful to have, especially if you keep it alive for several salvos, you know. But one has to always also consider the downsides of such a unit. Okay, go for this, go for this. The other one is panicked. See, instant stun. It's just crazy. I dealt 1 damage to it. But of course, with only one here, it's hard to keep them both stunned. Where's the, okay, it's evac. Where's the Grutal? Oh, that Bojong Su squad is shooting it, it has no RPG ammo left, I believe. Because there's sometimes a situation where the ammo isn't actually shared. I believe this might have to do with the unit being panicked or something, that it doesn't share it automatically. But yeah, I think that might have been what happened here. Right, after we broke through in that little town skirmish, we clearly shattered him. The SU-100 did okay, not all too amazing, but I think just the CTC 85-2A was just such a huge game changer. It's massive what it did for the stack. It's just truly massive. Type 80 specs, I think, also showed off how incredibly useful they are. Kill the KWS. We killed the Tiger, kill the Peace Shrine. They're just so good. I love them. VTTs killed AMX Sense. I assume they were just moving and not an attack move or standing still. Otherwise, I can't see how they killed it. Yeah. Milan Morris killed the Milan 3. Morris spam was just continuously shooting at a building or something is still useful at times, especially or most notably to deal with low HP squads, and of course especially if there's like just a few town blocks, and like it was here, it's even better if those town blocks have a little gap in between. So I could see that the Milan 3s were switching the town into a different block, which is much harder to see if it's like a big town block with several buildings, without like the road in between or the open gap. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it. A bit shorter, a bit stompy, but just not playing a lot of Wargame these days. So this is what you get. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'll hopefully see you next time.